Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. It's good to have you. Welcome back to all of our subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, hey, welcome as well. While you're here, please consider subscribing. Please, like the video. We appreciate that. Also, consider becoming a member. When you become a member, you can click that join button below, and you'll receive additional information to help you grow and develop your business, and then to learn more about me and my company and how we can help take your business to that next level. Please check the links below. So with that said, our topic for you today, it's gym recruiting ideas that you can start implementing right away. Gym recruiting ideas you can start implementing right away. And one of the great challenges that most businesses have right now is that issue of recruiting, of how do we find people, how do we find good people, and then also how do we grow and develop, because ultimately our staff, that really is the brand, okay? And we want to attract the very best people that we can. So let's get a plan of action together on it. I'm going to give you some tips here today. I think I have 12 of them here on my list of things that you can implement right away to start recruiting new folks, for your operation, whether you're brand new or you've been around for a while. So with that said, let's get into number one. And number one on my list is display what makes your culture great. Okay, sit down and give this some thought. Not everyone really takes the time to do this, but what makes your employee culture so great? You have to define that first. Okay, what is that? What is it? And now display it. And what I like to see is behind the scenes photos, behind the scenes of maybe you're working out later in the day. Maybe it's behind the scenes of a training class. Maybe it's behind the scenes of a instructor audition. Whatever it might be. But you want to display this information. Get this information out there. What is it that makes your culture so great, and get it out? And I don't know that a lot of folks really sit down and think about what makes their culture so great. It's a little bit like when you're selling a membership and someone says, well, hey, why should I join your place over somebody else's? Not everybody always knows. We have to sit down and really give this some thought. What is your differentiation when it comes to your culture? What makes you so great? Why should I work for you? So think about that and then display it. Get the word out. Let everybody know. Okay, and for me, I like the behind the scenes approach. Okay, number two, create engaging videos. This is something that's easy to do. You can do it here on YouTube. You can do it Instagram, Facebook. There's plenty of places where you can post videos, but create engaging videos with your staff. And you can have staff profiles, okay, what they like and what they like to do, and what it means for them and how long they've been working there and what their progress has been. But create engaging videos about not only this great culture, but also the individuals that are actually working there, and a little bit of a testimonial of why they like working here, and here's who we're a best fit for. Okay, number three, on your applicants, on the people you're talking to, the folks that you're trying to recruit, treat them like you would your best member. How would you treat your best member? Okay, I mean, we're going to essentially kind of roll out the red carpet. And if in reality we believe that our staff is our brand, we should be treating them in the same manner. Okay, don't treat them like, well, hey, there'll be another one coming. If that doesn't work out, I'll hire somebody else. Okay, we want a special, a unique situation. We want to create that culture. So let's treat everyone we're talking to like they are our best customer. And what are we going to do with most of these folks? We're going to nurture. We're going to work to maintain interest. We're going to work to maintain desire. We're going to follow up with them. We're going to do all these things. Okay, and it's not necessarily going to happen today on some of these folks we're recruiting, but it can and will happen. Okay, number four, and when it comes to recruiting ideas, consider freelancers and consultants. Okay, this is a great way to get it done, and a lot of times this is much more cost effective. Consultants, I know I do this frequently. Maybe I'm in charge of sales training, or I'm in charge of management training. I'm the one giving the meeting. Okay, this is a great way. You can outsource this stuff. Okay, I mean, I know on my end, I'll outsource the CEO aspect of it all the way down, to other, operations inside the facility. So consider consultants. Consider freelancers. You can go to sites like Fiverr and consider freelancers in there. Maybe that's how you can, handle some marketing or handle some other things that are being done. But look at freelancers, look at consultants as a potential opportunity here for you. Okay. Number 5, reach out to what I would call passive candidates. Folks that maybe have not really expressed a huge desire, but sit down and talk to them, because sometimes folks have just never considered, what an opportunity might be. And a couple things I want to mention here on this, on kind of these passive candidates, is everybody we talk to, make sure you're creating an email database, and every month at least, maybe twice a month, we're getting information out about our culture, about what makes us different, about what great opportunities there are with videos and images and behind the scenes. We're really promoting. It's a great way to stay in front of everybody. But, talk to passive candidates. And, the example I would give you, I would use myself, back when I first got involved in this business. I was one of these 2-a-day workout folks at the gym, kind of knew everybody. And I walk in one day, and the girl at the front, she goes, "Well, Jim, congratulations." And I said, "For what?" She goes, "Well, I heard you're going to work here." And I said, "Well, not that I know of." Okay. And they hadn't talked to me yet. She knew. Okay. But eventually they did, and eventually I did. And I was I'm not even sure I was passive yet. I was like just no interest. Okay. No knowledge. I had to work my way up to passive. Okay. And so, but talk to these passive candidates. You never know where it might take you. They may not have really realized, what kind of an opportunity exists, or, some of the things that you have that make you different. Maybe it could be, working at home options. Maybe it could be flex scheduling. Maybe if you have it in your facility, maybe it's complimentary childcare, whatever it might be. Okay. So look at that. Number 6, look at some of your niche job boards. Your niche job boards. A lot of times in these job boards, we just go general with it, but look at some of your niche job boards, maybe for seniors, maybe for veterans, maybe for disabled. Okay, so, target some of these niche job boards. Don't just do what everybody else is doing. You're going to get the same result everybody's getting. Okay, number 7, leverage your employees. Okay, leverage your employees. And the easiest thing you can do here, create a referral fee. If they refer somebody in that goes to work for you, they get a bonus. Whatever fits your structure. Okay, whatever amount fits your structure. And maybe, they have to work there, 30, 60, 90 days. Again, whatever fits your structure. But leverage your employees. Hey, they want to make some extra money. They know some folks just like themselves. They've been talking to their buddies about how well they're doing, how much fun they're having. Might be a good source of potential new employees. Number 8, profile your existing staff. Sit down and look at each member of your staff. What makes them so good? What do they do that's a little bit different maybe? And then seek similar candidates. Sometimes we find folks that look at their background. That background is great for them. Maybe we can find somebody else with a similar background. So, profile your best employees, and then seek similar candidates. What do your best people have? What are they doing? Okay. And, I remember just a little sidebar to that. I remember I was managing a club one time, and this was the first club I ever ran, actually. And we had a guy who used to come in and clean the club, young guy, and he would just talk and talk and talk. And he would say, "Jim, I can sell better than anybody you've got in here." And finally I hired him. And he was not really very good at the process, at the fundamental part of it. He would just wear him down, I think. Okay. But he actually did a very good job and ended up working his way into an assistant manager role. But anyway, leverage your employees. through other opportunities, and then profile your best employees and seek similar type candidates. Contact past employees who perform well. Follow up on folks that really did a good job for you, that used to work for you, and who would they recommend? It's a great resource. One of the things I talk about this all the time with members is, former members, I call them alumni, because they help build the place, right? They're an important ingredient, to our success. So are past employees. Okay, they're part of the alumni as well, in my estimation. And folks that did well, call them up. Okay, who can they recommend? Who knows? You might find their circumstances have changed. Maybe they wouldn't mind coming back in a part-time role. Maybe a flex schedule might fit for them. Maybe they could work from home and they could make your retention calls for you. So there's several things in there that you can potentially look at. Okay. Number 10, seek talent in unobvious places. Seek talent in unobvious places. And what I talk about here is kind of that uncontested market. Okay, don't go to where it's so obvious. Okay, what are some things that are not so obvious? I talked about some of that earlier, but niche job boards for veterans and disabled. You can look at stay-at-home moms that are looking to re-enter the workforce. Okay, could be a good source. Folks that might be looking to work from home. An unobvious places. How about just basic geography? Your market area is about a 15-minute drive time. Okay, 3 miles around your gym. How about someone who lives 1,000 miles away? Okay, how about somebody else that lives in another country, perhaps? Can they make retention calls for you? Can they confirm appointments? Can they make follow-up calls? They can even do some marketing. There's a lot of things that can be done with regards to that. So look for talent in unobvious places. Don't go where everybody else is going. It's going to be a long line. Okay. Now, let me give you something else to think about. And this kind of comes a little bit from my background, is going in and helping facilities get turned around and helping them get back on track. But consider offering your employees a chance to opt out. Maybe they like to quit, okay? And maybe you have a little severance package for them or something you can do. Could be just free membership maybe, okay? But, give employees a chance to opt out, okay? Airlines do these things all the time, allowing folks to retire early and things like that when you're trying to adjust. Because here's what you don't want to do. We're not trying to go overboard on payroll. Payroll has to stay in line. So if you're bringing somebody on, you have to move somebody else on and, just give them a chance to opt out. Could be a nice way to do it, okay? Now, number 12, my last one here, is stage a virtual job simulation. Okay, here's what I mean by this, is have someone come in and work the front desk. Maybe you're going to hire them for sales. Have them come in and work the front desk for a couple hours one day. Have them work with a trainer one day. Have them work in sales one day for a couple hours. And, you can pay them if you choose. You can give them a free membership, whatever. But have them come in and do this. If they're applying for a marketing position, have them put together a sample, marketing plan of action. Okay, having them come in and actually kind of work a little bit can be a great way to kind of see if they can do it. Okay, I know we've had situations in the past where we're sitting there and someone is saying, "Man, this person's going to be great. They're going to be fabulous. They're going to do all these great things," and somebody else is saying, "Boy, I'm not so sure, and here's why I'm not so sure." And then we'll decide, well, hey, let's invite them in, have them just work an hour or two at the front, and we'll pay them. Okay, have them work an hour or two, with the sales team, kind of going over phone calls and things like that. Let's just see how it goes. And then lo and behold, they don't show up. Okay, and so, but why didn't they? Maybe they were not a good fit to begin with, and we were trying to hire them. So you want to be mindful there. So a little bit of a job simulation. Have them come in and try it out. Okay. Now, one of the things we're going to do here, these are your gym recruiting ideas you can start implementing right away. One of the things that I'm going to post for all of our Gym Success members, you folks that are members of the channel, our Gym Success members, I'm going to post our sales philosophy test, our gym sales philosophy test. And for you folks that are hiring gym salespeople, this is a great test that you can give to get a sense of where these folks are. Are they too strong? Are they too soft? And we're trying to find that nice balance in there, right? So this can be a great way to help kind of vet out, kind of where these folks are. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your gym to that next level, please check out those links below. And while you're here, if you're not yet done so, please consider subscribing. Please like the video today if it was beneficial for you. And please consider becoming a member. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.